Today is 13th of October, 2016, and this is the first edition of Do-Rag Wisdom. This is Gary Pearl here, and I'm the sponsor of Do-Rag Wisdom. And in case you don't want to get disappointed, I'm not going to try to do cultural appropriation and try to make fun of or parody any other ethnic group. I call this thing Do-Rag Wisdom for many reasons, but that's not what it's about today. Today it's about taxes, folks. All those taxes that we have to pay. Those terrible, 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 terrible taxes. My, oh my, oh my. Well, full disclosure, I never had any children. Never wanted to have any children. Imagine bringing innocent people into this madhouse. But the fact is, because I don't have any children, I'm able to do a little bit more with my money than, say, someone who has. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a tax patriot. I have no trouble paying my taxes. I want to pay as much of my taxes as I can. I want to, sorry about my fingers there, folks. I want to be able to do as much as I can to pay as much tax as I can, because I consider tax kind of like a charity, kind of like tzedakah. That's the Jewish word for, for being just and merciful. And we need, the government needs, as much help with the taxes as they can, because that way, if I pay my fair share of taxes, and I wish, and I pay more, and I'm not a fixed income, I'd love to be able to help send your kid to college. That's going to help. If my paying extra tax is going to help that. I want to help the vets. I want to help the police. I want to help the teachers. I want to help the sanitation workers, the transit workers. I want my roads to be beautiful and kept up. I want the bridges to be well kept up. I want our education system to be the best that it possibly could be. I want to have after-school programs. I want children to have some place to go where they can hang out and do something constructive. I want to help the old. I want to help the infirm. I want to help the helpless and the helpless and the helpless. And this is taxes, my friends, taxes. So I am happy to pay my taxes. And I'm going to even try to find out how I could pay maybe a little bit more, and then have a choice where I could send that to. These creepy, fascist, GOP and the Adolf Trumpler with the cut the taxes and the cut the taxes and cut the taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get a tax cut, the average middle class person gets a tax cut. You get back this money, what? $200, $300, $400? Meanwhile, up there at the top where the people are making tons and tons and tons and tons of money, they get to cut their taxes, and they get their refund, which amounts to $1 million, $100,000, whatever it is. It's not like the tax cut you're getting back. And then they're supposed to take that money and trickle it down to us, which I call drippings. When you give to when the rich send down the leftovers from their table, they give it to you. That's called the drippings. The drippings economics. It's drippings for the poor people. Poor people. Us poor people who work our asses off to make sure the rich people are way up there having fun. All right, so I do not believe in a tax cut. I want my taxes raised, especially since I don't have any children. But I do, I do live on a fixed income. That's fine. But I want to still do my fair share, because I know that the world we live in stinks, because we make it so, because we love our money and we're so greedy. But I don't want to be that way. especially the last years of my life. I'm 66, so, I don't want to be greedy. What am I going to take it with me? So I want to pay as much as I can. So you're saying, wow, I must be stupid. Well, let me tell you something, my friends. When you get your tax cut, just remember this. Your bridge tolls are going to go up. You're going to have higher fees and everything, from licenses to get married to maybe they'll even have a license to take a crap in a public restroom or whatever it is they want to do. The fact of the matter is, the government needs, the local government, the federal government, the state, whatever it is, they need the money. And they're going to raise the fees somewhere, some way, somehow. Look what Romney did. I'm cutting taxes, but he raised fees. He had fees on everything. Fees, 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 fees. Don't be a fool. When they tell you they're going to cut your taxes, somehow, some way, somebody gets hurt. And it ends up being you, my friend. You! So, why don't you just wake up? Pay your fair share. Especially those rich people. And let me tell you something else. Since I'm on a fixed income and I have no kids and I have a decent pension, thankfully, and Social Security, government, you're out there, take a little more from me. Because it will make me happy if somebody out there, some stranger I don't know who has children or whatever it is getting some kind of aid, because I wasn't greedy, because I didn't care what they did, taking the money, as long as they did some good with it. And I will say to you that the wisdom of do-rag, you pay your taxes, you're doing good for everybody, for your government, for yourself, and for our future. And by the way, again, I'll pay more if necessary. This is do-rag wisdom, and please watch this space.